Hello, everyone. I'm a specialist in diabetes and health based in the United States. Over the years, I've spent thousands of hours working closely with patients living with diabetes. And today I'd like to invite you to reflect with me on something very important: how to manage diabetes scientifically by truly understanding its nature without falling into fear or extreme dietary restrictions. I want you to imagine this. One day you walk out of a doctor's office holding a diagnosis: type 2 diabetes. Your mind spins with overwhelming advice: avoid sugar, eat in small portions, give up your favorite foods. And gradually eating becomes a battle, no longer a joy. I once met a patient named Sarah, 62 years old. She told me, "Doctor, I don't feel like I'm living anymore. I'm just trying not to get worse." I sat down and shared with her the very thing I want to share with you today. Sarah, diabetes is not a life sentence. It's a wake-up call, a reminder that your body is asking you to understand it more deeply. Raising awareness about insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is the real root cause. It doesn't happen overnight. It builds up from years of eating too much sugar and refined carbs, forcing insulin to work overtime, pushing glucose into your cells. Eventually, your cells stop responding. The door's shut, sugar can no longer get in. It stays in your blood, and that's what we call diabetes. But insulin resistance can't be fixed by medication alone. It requires a deep transformation from how we think to how we live and how we eat. Smart nutrition, not rigid dieting. You may have heard advice like eat small meals throughout the day to stabilize your blood sugar. But did you know constant eating keeps your insulin levels high all day long, with no time to rest, which only worsens insulin resistance over time? The key is not to eat less, but to eat smarter. You don't need 5 meals a day. 2 or 3 well-balanced meals can be enough if you choose foods that keep you full longer and don't spike your blood sugar. Give your body time to rest. Let your pancreas breathe. The diabetic food pyramid. Understand it to eat wisely. Imagine a food pyramid designed specifically for diabetes. From bottom to top, it shows what you should eat more of and what to limit. The base layer. Brown rice, sweet potatoes, complex carbs, rich in fiber that digest slowly and help regulate blood sugar. Avoid refined carbs like white bread noodles and rice vermicelli. Second level, leafy greens and fresh fruits. Fiber, vitamins, minerals. These are the things that nourish your body without spiking blood sugar. Aim for 25 to 38 grams of fiber per day, depending on your gender and individual needs. Third level, lean proteins. This includes lean meats, fish eggs, and plant-based proteins like tofu and unsweetened soy milk. These foods provide essential protein, iron, and B vitamins crucial for maintaining strength and overall health. Top-level, healthy plant-based fats. Think olive oil, nuts, soybeans. These fats aid vitamin absorption, support the nervous system, and reduce inflammation. But be mindful. Limit animal fats and highly processed foods as much as possible. Look at the whole plate, not just one food. Don't label foods as good or bad in isolation. Instead, view each food in the context of your entire meal and your individual body. Alternative fuel, healthy fats as energy. Imagine this: your body is a vehicle and healthy fats are a clean, long-burning fuel. When you cut back on sugar and refined carbs, your body shifts gears from burning glucose to burning fat for energy. This produces ketones, a clean form of energy that doesn't spike insulin and is especially helpful for people managing blood sugar. A true story. One of my patients, Mrs. Elaine, age 70, used to be afraid of fat. But when she learned to cook with olive oil, eat fatty fish like salmon, and sprinkle walnuts on her salads, something changed. She told me, "Doctor, I feel full of energy now, and I don't need sugar to keep going." Healthy fats also help you feel fuller for longer. This is incredibly important because that constant feeling of hunger is often the very thing that causes people with diabetes to give up on their dietary changes. And the most precious thing is this: when insulin gets to rest, your pancreas gets to rest. Insulin resistance begins to decrease. Your body little by little returns to a state of balance, not because of medication, but because of intentional understanding and mindful adjustment. Have you ever imagined living well without sugar? If not, I invite you to try. Not as a punishment, but as an invitation to discover a healthier version of yourself. A version that lives not out of fear, but out of clarity, understanding what's truly happening inside your body. And that is the real healing journey. The hidden danger of high blood sugar diabetes is not just numbers on a glucose meter. It's a chain of silent, dangerous consequences. Blood vessel damage limb, necrosis, blindness, erectile dysfunction, heart attack, strokes. That's why we can't wait until complications appear to take action. One of my patients once said, "I thought medication was enough until the day I couldn't feel my feet anymore." You don't need to let it get to that point. We can prevent complications if we understand early. Beyond food, what the body needs. In addition to choosing the right foods your body also needs. Water. Aim for about 40 milliliters per kilogram of body weight each day. Water helps stabilize metabolism and supports the kidneys in excreting excess sugar. All regular meals. Eat 3 main meals a day. Do not skip meals. For those prone to nighttime hypoglycemia, a small evening snack can help. And variety. No matter how healthy a food is, don't eat it every day. Your body thrives on a wide range of nutrients. Eating is not just about calories, it's a conversation with your body. And perhaps the biggest challenge is changing your mindset. Let go of fear around food. Learn to understand the role of nutrition scientifically, compassionately. That's the first step to regaining control of your health. Dear friends, the journey to controlling diabetes doesn't begin with pills. It begins with understanding. Focus not only on lowering blood sugar, but on controlling insulin. Eat intelligently, drink enough water, and observe your body honestly. Have you tried any of the things I shared today? Was there a moment in this message that made you pause and reflect? If you've tried something what has worked best for you, please share your story in the comments below. Not just as feedback, but as a gift to the community. Because someone out there is struggling, feeling lost, and your story might be the light that helps them begin again. Diabetes does not make you weak. You only lose your strength when you stop trying to understand yourself. Today you can choose differently. Choose awareness. Choose change. Choose to live fully. I wish you continued health, peace, and strength on this journey. Not through miracles, but through mindfulness.